fucking hate you. I hate you. I'm telling you, I was with my machete. I'm gonna kill you, dude. I'm gonna kill you. Me? I was not saying a single word. I need some visual bits here.
Hold on.
2 gay dads are equal to 1 straight heterosexual dad.
That is so
in terms of what you can.
What am I signed on to here?
It's a joke. It's a joke. I was joking. I'm not.
YouTube, just us.
I'm not. You don't even know, Aidan. You're not in a single one of my classes. You don't know anything that happens in any of my classes.
I know you just ignore all the girls. I know you.
That's not true.
That's really talk over them and try and ignore them.
No, that's not true.
I know you pretend they don't exist.
Dude, what if someone listens to this and they're like, "Wait, Michael's in a class with me."
Listen, everyone.
Wait, Michael told you that for real?
Calm down.
No, I want to hear this. Hold on, Aidan.
Your quality is so bad.
Hey, wait, hold on. Michael told you that for real? Michael told you that for real?
Shut the fuck up.
No, hey, I'm serious. I fucking hate you. I hate you. I'm telling you, I was with my machete. I'm gonna fucking kill you, dude. I'm gonna kill you. Actually gonna kill you.
This podcast is off to a great start.
Nigga, you see, this is my best friend. This is how my best friend treats me.
Yeah, this is honestly.
What a fucking dick, right?
It's fucking sad.
I know. This is my best friend. Everyone else was lower than him. So how would they treat me?
Yeah, it must really suck to be you.
God, what a horrible wife.
My life sucks.
It sucks, dude. I'm so sorry about
my life sucks.
But
yeah, I say as I sit here looking at my 4 racks of fake $100 bills.
What?
Yeah, maybe my life is actually really good. It'd be really good if we lived in, let me see, motion picture United States.
I don't even know what the fuck you're talking about.
Let me turn I need some visual bits here. Some visual bits.
That's a smart idea.
Yeah, some visual bits. That's pretty nice. Look at that. Alright. On the fucking 5th episode of this shit, y'all suckers thought that we were done with the Gaming Hour podcast. We had a hiatus for a little bit. There was some background things would happen with a guest, and it really made me lose morale with the podcast. But we're back, and we're stronger with ever. We brought back one of our fucking best guests, Aidan fucking Fletcher, dude. Jesus Christ. What an amazing guest Aidan is. And of course, my beautiful, fashionable co-host here.
Oh, I'm trying to fix my jacket.
Fucking
yeah, I'm fashionable.
Justin, the best co-host.
This is Justin, the JFK experience.
JFK.
Are you gonna put the video in, Jacob? Can they see this?
Yeah, sure.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
But how you been doing? Aidan?
Yeah, Fletcher, how's your day been?
You guys want to know like how my day was, or how I've been doing?
How you been doing in general?
How
my boy.
I am so mentally tired. It's the type of tired.
This isn't therapy, bro.
I don't give a fuck about your mental unless you're about to jump off a bridge, dude.
Okay. It's been a while since we've seen the Fletcher on the Gaming Hour podcast. What's new with him? Well, his bench max is pretty close to 160. Pretty strong guy.
Right,
I'm 160.
He has a girlfriend now. She sometimes watches your videos.
Yeah, is she a Gamer Time fan?
No, but she watches she listens to the Call Me Cardi album.
Oh, yeah.
And so she might.
Is that on Jacob's channel?
Yeah. Which is kind of nervous. Like, it makes me nervous. How many times have I said the N-word in your videos?
No, every time you said, or anyone for that matter said the N-word, I bleeped that shit out.
It's good.
No, you didn't.
Good shit, because
you missed the one I said in episode 3. No, that's not true. I've never said it ever in my whole life. You were ever.
Is that like I've never said it?
I've never said it in my entire life.
Especially with that skinhead bomber jacket he's wearing. Never said it ever in his life.
Dude, this is a flight. This is it's a flight jacket from the 80s. That costs like $500.
There's no nuance.
And it's not a bomb. It's not even a bomber jacket.
I've seen that exact same shit in Wolfenstein.
Okay, hold on. That's not true.
Yeah, I'm just waiting for an SS officer to come in and salute you, dude.
Look.
That is the most like Nazi bully shit I've ever seen.
Hey kid,
It's really
just
for
put
the
some,
high
put
altitude
some, like
core.
little black kid into a locker. You look like you belong in the.
Okay.
Okay.
Would an Nazi do that? Would a Nazi do that? Right?
Okay.
Can an
you got
ass
me
be
convinced.
racist? Oh my god.
What the fuck?
Hey yo. Hey yo! Don't look at my bed. It's not made. It shows bad discipline.
Don't worry, I'll cut that shit out. It'll be a.
Yeah, blur it
I'll
out.
put a tropical beach behind you. That's what I'll do.
Whoa. Nazi in the Caribbean?
Yeah, Nazi in on the shores of France.
Oh, like we haven't seen that.
How would that be in
before.
Caribbean? Okay, well, let's get into the topics here before we start ranting about Nazi this, Nazi that, right?
Yeah, no, I feel you.
Jacob, I know, no, wait, let's keep asking alien questions. That sounds cool.
Get a feel for the guests before we move into new territory.
Yeah, so keep going on your list. Do you have any more
Aiden,
things changed?
Aiden, I got a question for you. Now,
What's up?
I know this might sound a bit personal, but it's not going to matter in 3 years. How far have you gotten with this lady friend?
The fact that
Yo.
she could see this video is what's going to stop me from answering that question.
I'm gonna link it to her as soon as it comes out. As
Really?
soon.
I mean, you're going to be a little...
No, I'm not.
Okay. Oh, you don't... Hey,
I'm sorry.
I'll make sure that my guests know anytime that they come on that they don't have to answer any question they're uncomfortable with. I'm
I'm
just saying.
perfectly
you
comfortable
get
with
three-
it, but I
you
feel
get
like
three,
if I...
skip.
Yeah,
You
but
get
you
three
only get
steps.
3 chances. You only get 3 chances.
Two left.
All right.
Yeah.
Question
Two left.
number
Is
2,
it?
bud. Question number 2. When you go through life,
Okay.
what's your mentality going through it?
I think a good mentality to have is that in order to achieve greatness, you need to hold yourself to a higher standard, Mr. Jacob.
You have to hold yourself to a higher standard. You always have
Yes,
to be
sir.
going towards new goals.
You always gotta be trying your best to be the best version of you can be.
All right, let me ask you a question. Is that unique? Is that
Uh,
the Flebby motto? Is Aidan Fletcher going to take how he lives his fucking life after other people?
Honestly, I don't give a shit, Jacob. If people want to give me wisdom, they've got it out. If they've got it sorted out, I'll take that shit. Because I'm pretty lost as it is.
See, that's it. That's it right there. That's what I was wanting. I was wanting the Flebby to talk to me. I don't want to read a fucking billboard when I talk to you, all right? I want the Flebby. All right.
Is that a common thing to hear?
Oh,
My
yeah.
motto? Was it something you've heard a million times before?
But what you just said, I like that. I like that. That has that Flebby pride, that Flebby spark, that ingenuity,
That little spasm.
that little autistic little jiggle that you do. You know when you shake your head when you like shiver or whatever, your little autistic fit that you have.
My twitch. Yeah.
Yeah, it's that.
I still
That's
can't
what
believe
it
y'all
is.
know about that shit and no one just ever talks about
Dog,
it.
I've known it since fucking second grade.
Wait, what? Wait, what?
He has this
What?
little
Wait,
autistic
Twitch?
twitch that he does when he's looking off in the distance. He makes this weird puckered up face and like shakes a little bit.
I haven't seen that. Wait, like the kift? Like that?
A little bit more.
Yeah.
A little bit more than that.
Yes, it's almost like that.
Yeah.
It's almost like that.
I've never seen that. I've never
It is-
seen that.
Twitching hard.
Maybe you've grown out of it, but I
No,
will always remember.
I just try and hide it.
That's okay. That's
I've done it for my entire fucking life.
listen.
And
We all
I
have
don't know if
little
you-
things that we do.
This is actually gonna crack you the fuck up. You know the Jews, how they rub their hands together?
Yeah,
That's
especially when they smell money.
That's part of my twitch. I
Yeah,
rub my hands together,
You
like
look at some
zone
rich
out,
dude.
and start twitching really hard. That's my. Oh shit! My girlfriend's gonna see this. She's gonna
Is she
think I'm
Jewish?
autistic.
She can't be Jewish.
He's-
She's from
he's
the
true.
Philippines.
No.
Okay, viewer, if you're watching my
Catholic.
camera, you can see that he's actually not Jewish because he missed that. He didn't start sniffing and rubbing his hands together, so he's lying. Just so you know.
Yeah, true.
Yeah, I'm not actually Jewish.
So I'm here to expose the falsities of the yes.
It's horrible.
Let's see if he
what
catches
they
it this
do.
time.
Dude, he's about to
We
have
get
a
it this
fucking
time?
seizure, dude.
Hey, yeah. Now he gets it. I pointed out he gets it. Think about that, guys.
I just did the Twitch. I just did the Twitch. Like
no video proof.
No video proof, but involuntarily I just did the Twitch. I started rubbing my hands
Oh
together.
my
twitching.
god.
that's so
Holy
crazy.
shit, it's real. Your Jewish blood is peaking right now, dude. Holy shit.
Yeah, holy shit.
I swear to God, over the years, your nose has gotten bigger.
Probably. I'm pretty sure your nose never stops growing. Or is that your ears? Or is that your eyes? Is that your mouth?
I think it eventually stopped fucking growing. Dude. Your
So
nose just
there's some
continues
random-
to grow. Like, what the fuck? That's a Jewish conspiracy, dude. That's what they pass down. Like, your nose,
Schnoz.
it's just gonna keep growing.
Some random guy. There was some random guy outside my window just looking at me.
Well, yeah, he probably.
I was just going. He was just standing on the sidewalk, just going. Well, he wasn't. I can see his face, but he was just looking up at my window, and then he just
Maybe
kept
you
walking.
should be scared, dude. Some random guy had.
What's he?
fucking
I have a fucking
almost 10
machete.
PM.
What's he gonna do?
Coming with
Oh,
a-
he's looking at my window. What's he gonna? Up into my window, into my mouth. Is that what we're gonna do? Cut that out.
Am I gonna have to catch it with my mouth so it doesn't stain my carpet?
Jacob, you know, and Aidan, you know he does not edit these. He will not cut that out. I remember I asked him to cut out that part about you being gay. He did not cut that out. I know you hating gays. He did not cut that out.
I meant to
He
cut
did
it
not
out,
cut that
but I
out.
didn't.
Oh, he missed. Yeah, no.
It was
Okay,
too-
yeah.
Should
Same
I
outcome there.
defend myself 6 months later? Should I be like,
No, you
guys,
already
it's
defended
not
yourself.
true?
You're okay.
No one-
You already defended yourself. It's okay, and I
Yeah.
don't care. I think it'd be funnier if you did. We're
Okay.
a little bit like, well,
I
I'm
don't
not the
necessarily
biggest
hate them, but I don't agree with their lifestyle.
I
Okay,
think that would be pretty funny.
cut out. Okay, wait, hold on. Cut out me saying defend myself. Here we go. Yeah, on the topic of homosexuals. Okay, never mind. Digital footprint and whatnot. I said the F slur, faggot, in front of this girl at my school. And
Oh yeah.
she had,
Kelsey?
and it wasn't me saying it in like a homophobic way.
Oh.
We were talking about like the word itself, and I was like saying it in context. And,
Hold on. Wait. No.
Yeah.
I said British cigarette, and then he said, that, if you don't know, that's just FAG. He said the whole thing multiple times after I told him that.
No, okay.
He would just keep saying it.
You're like British cigarette. Then I said the whole thing, and then you're like, "What?" And I was like, "Is that not it?" He was like, "It's not that. It's not." And then I went, "It's not blank." I went, "It's not the F slur," and you went, "No, it's just the first 3 letters of the F slur." And then she
And then he said
was
the
sitting
whole
at the
thing.
same table as her. She's like, "What did you just say?" And I said, "Huh?" And I stared at her and went, F slur? And she went, "Are you serious right now?" She has 2 dads. And then she started saying, like, "Are you calling my dads?"
That's actually
F
kind of
slur?
cool.
That
If
is
you think
cool.
about that
Yeah,
2
no.
dads, that means I don't actually know what
Yeah.
that means.
Like, Aiden,
I think,
if you had 2 dads,
Like in terms,
you wouldn't have really
If I had
bothered.
2
doesn't
dads, my problems would be
Uh,
solved. Viewers at home, my dad is fucking dead.
dude, if you think about it, right? Like it doesn't matter because she's a girl, but if you were a guy, right, and you want the teachings from your father, right? 2 dads that are obviously they have to be gay. They have 2 of them, right? Am I correct in that assumption?
Maybe,
Well,
what if
that
2
means that-
friends came together to adopt a child and said, as friends, we have to raise this.
No,
kid."
they're gay. No, that's not what's happening in this situation.
No, I'm pretty sure they have gay sex.
Yeah. So if you think about that, right, you want the manliness, okay? You're still getting like 1 whole dad's worth of like manliness.
This
Because
sounds
they're
so sexual.
Like half a man. It's like half a man in terms of like if they were teaching you how to work on an engine, right? They don't know that much. But if you combine their powers, you get roughly equal to 1 straight heterosexual dad in terms of teaching. Y'all get what
I
I'm
don't
saying?
even- I
You understand what I'm
Saying
saying?
that 2 gay dads are equal to 1 straight heterosexual dad.
That is so
Well, in
fucked.
terms
That's
of
so
in terms of
fucked.
what you can
That's
Get that out. It's a joke. It's a joke. It's a joke. I was joking. I'm joking. It's a funny podcast. It's a
Are
funny
you saying
podcast.
that 2 gay dads
In terms of what they could teach the kid.
Cut that out. It's a joke.
You're crazy. You're crazy if you think I've got that shit up. It's a funny
Yeah, that shit. That was the bit of the podcast. We could end it right now.
Okay, next topic. Next topic.
Yeah, off your homophobic rants, you Nazi.
So I went to Trader's Village, right? Now, and the people who
Let's
don't know
talk
what
about
that
me
is.
first.
Okay.
Actually,
Okay. What do you want to?
go ahead, Justin. Don't let this guy just overpower you like that. Be the two homosexual men to create one heterosexual guy that you can be.
Yeah,
Wait,
you and
he's
me
half
combined
there.
are equal to
Oh,
Aiden. You and me combined.
I forgot someone's gay on my podcast.
Wait, no, I'm 1.5 and you're 1, so we're over you, Aiden. You have to be quiet.
Why are you 1.5?
No, me and Jacob, because he's half, because he's gay, and I'm 1, because I'm straight.
Okay, I'm 2 because
Not
I'm
yet
bi.
confirmed. Oh, wait, what?
I'm.
You're what?
Let's continue the Trader's Village story.
What do you even say? Bi? That would make you like 0.75.
Okay, what if I was bi?
So we're 2 times.
Aiden,
What if you're-
Aiden, do you have something to say?
No?
No? Are you
Hold
sure?
on. Let's just get this. Let's just get this clear, okay? Half, if you're gay, that's 0.5
Wait,
of
this
a
guy's saying that
Guy-
gay people are
guy
only
is
half as good as straight
0.75.
people. Are you
I like
kidding
it.
me?
I
No,
like
no.
it. Justin is saying if you're
And
gay,
then-
you're half of a man.
Is no, but that's you don't listen to the terms. The terms in terms
the
of.
terminology.
You're saying
Oh
this
my
is
God.
just
I don't
semantic
even.
argument.
I'm not even gonna try to talk to these people. That's like talking to simpletons. Big word for me. Okay, so back to the issue at hand, the task at hand. I was saying today I went to Trader's Village. Now, Aiden, you know what that is?
Yeah, I do.
Hey, that's all we needed. Okay, in podcast.
Wait, is that the story?
Oh, sorry. Yeah. The story, right? So I went there today, and people who don't know what that is, I think anyone who will watch this will, because But it's like a big flea market, basically, like a big thing, big place with a bunch of stores, and we went there, and my mom and sister got like some Mexican food, and I got Joe's Burgers, right? And we were sitting on this bench eating, and this old guy, like I was showing, my mom was like, "How do I take a selfie in this lighting?" And since I'm in photography, she was like, "Please show me." So I was like, face this way, and I pointed that way, or I pointed like that. And when I pointed, there was this like old man, like this really old man in baggy clothes, standing there just like with the camera. And I like pointed at him because I pointed that direction, and he just slowly, and like we were talking, and then we both saw him like start walking towards us. So we all like look at each other, and he's just like slowly, he's like hobbling over. And I'm like, "Man, I was just pointing that way," and he was like, "Oh no, it's fine." And he comes over and he just goes, and he puts his cane to the side, stands up straight, and just goes,
What?
"What you doing?" He stood for like 5 seconds and didn't say anything. And then and I was like, "Oh, I'm showing how I take photos." I was just pointing that way, and he's like, "Oh, well, I'm a pastor at a church." I was like, "Oh, that's awesome, man. That's cool, right?" And he was like, "Yeah, I actually have a church here, that over there." I was like, "Hey, yeah." And then he was just like, that's what he did. He just stood there. He wouldn't go away. And then he I don't remember what we talked to about that. I just it was just like I don't know. He was just kind of just standing there. He was just like
Every pause, he was having a conversation.
we're all sitting.
with
We're all
God.
yeah, and we're sitting on a bench, so we're below him, and he's standing up, and we're just like just looking at him. Oh, he was like, "Are y'all children of God, or do you have God in your heart?" And my mom was like, yeah, we're only. And then in my head, I was like, we bought. That'll be in a different story. But we went to like a chakra place or whatever. And she bought this little like rose quartz cross. And it was on. And he was like, oh, the cross, that's God. I was like, yeah,
That's God.
yeah, we're like, yeah. And then he like, man, I can't remember. Like, it was so weird what he was talking about. That's all. He was just like, yeah, I own that church down there. Yeah, God. And then he would just stand there for like 10 seconds, just staring at us. You know, like,
holy shit! Did y'all hear that?
I heard something. What was that?
It was a loud ass fucking engine, dude. Someone was driving down. I can't say the street.
L? Does it start with an L?
Yep.
So then
Yep.
it was.
What's wrong with you?
Now he has to edit.
Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
But it was
Hey,
on
if
long
you're gonna
ago.
bleep out that, bleep out this.
Jesus fucking Christ! Holy shit!
Wow, he just kept going on. I know you kept that out. You might bleep that out, but he just kept going on and on, dude. Oh my god. You hear what he said about that? Okay, we should.
Yeah,
Okay, back to the
thank God I
story,
can
right?
whip ass
Right,
your
so
girlfriend
he
and
made-
that shit. I don't even know
I'll
how
send
you
that clip.
found out what the fuck
Give me a
slurs
separate
were for
clip of that.
Filipinos.
Give me a separate clip of that and send me it.
Yeah, I will.
How long can you even send that over Discord? Because what was it?
It'll be like
a minute?
5
Was
seconds.
that a minute straight
It
too?
was like a 5 seconds.
You're gonna have to speed it up. If you speed it up by 10%.
Yeah, then it might fit.
Wait, 10%? No, that'd be 10 times. Okay, wait, but back to the story at hand, right? So he kept saying that, and then he stopped, and there was a good like 30 seconds of silence, like we were just looking at him, and then I thought he was gonna go. You know, my mom was like, "Okay, well, we gotta go," and he's like, "Oh yeah," and started turn. He grabbed his cane, turned, and walked away, and then he put it back down. He turned back, and he was like, "I don't even, dude." He was like, "It was something with God," and he was like, "Oh, that's when he saw the necklace." He turned back and he's like, "Oh, that necklace, huh?" And then it was another 5 minutes of like it was 5 minutes, but there was about a minute of talking. Like I was just staring, and then eventually,
that's
eventually-
God.
yeah, it was like, "Oh, nice necklace," and we're like, "Oh yeah," and we were just, and we just like looking at each other like. So then finally, my mom was like, "Oh yeah, we gotta go," and then he left, and we were on the bench still. Like we were like, "Oh, we gotta go," and then we just stayed sitting, and he just walked away. And then they didn't. My mom or sister didn't even say anything was weird. They were just like, "Oh, that guy was nice." That was it. He was pretty nice.
Was he just
wasn't
staring
rude
at
or anything.
you,
He was
or was he staring at like your
No,
mom?
he was like. I don't think he was staring at any of us. He was staring like through us. He was staring at us.
I told you he was having a
like,
conversation with
complete,
God.
Like,
I think so.
imaginary
He
conversations,
was.
letting out everything he has to say.
He was a cool guy though. He was nice.
Yeah.
He wasn't like scary or nothing. It was just funny.
I think he was looking at your balls. I think your balls
No,
were
he was
out and
definitely
looking
looking
at
over. He was looking over our shoulders. We went on the Pharaoh's Fury. You know what that is?
I think
on
it's
your
weirder
shoulders.
if he's like looking over your shoulder and not like even looking at you. Like just like talk to someone, then just start looking over their shoulder and just stay there.
What's happening? That was cool though. That place was cool. We gotta go there for real. We should take the guys there because that place was actually awesome. There was so much cool stuff. Actually, here, let me show y'all what I got. Now I know y'all already know. Let's show the viewers what my loot.
Does he have a Chick-fil-A poster on his wall?
Yeah, you know, he's had that cow poster for like the last 4 years.
The poster? I'll show y'all that
Chick-fil-A
later.
poster. Wait, you
Yeah,
got
hold
the
on. Here.
machete?
Well, let's
at
get the machete
place?
first. Yeah, I bought a machete.
Does
Do
it
you have a
have a
sharpener?
It's cool. Yeah, we have one for a knife sharpener, so I just put it through a sharpener. It's
Does
not.
it-
I don't want to get too sharp.
Does it have
It'll
a
actually hurt
cover?
me. No. And that's the funny thing. So we were like, I saw that like as soon as we came in, we walked past, and dude, that place was so cool. We got to go back there, Aiden, when we go, because it's this old Mexican guy, and he speaks no English at all. He doesn't speak. Like we were asking, does it have a sheath, like a covering, and he didn't understand. We were like, cover, like can you put it in something? And I think he thought we were talking about like sex or something because he was like, oh no.
Great goodness, no.
We're like, just have it covered, like a sheet, anything. And it's just like, what?
Okay.
He didn't speak any English. Yeah. So he said what actually? So he spoke English as far as
you're
what.
racist as fuck. Sorry.
So he had like when you went. So the only thing hanging out of his store, because they're like storage units, like literal storage units that they rent out, and he has in the front. I think he rented 2 for it because it was a pretty big like area. They took the wall down in the middle, but the only thing he didn't have any knives or anything hanging out the front. Like most times they decorate stuff out front, the most best stuff. They just had a rack of machetes, just a rack of like a bunch of machetes just hanging down. That's all they had out front. And then when you go inside, it's these beautiful, like, they have, like, katanas and stuff on the wall. They have these huge Bowie knives. They're, like, and these, like, great leather sheaths that he's made himself. Like,
Holy shit.
Made them all himself. I know. So I was like, why do you just have... And these things, it was $20. This is, like, steel plate that they just cut and then ran through, like a kitchen knife sharpener. And the handle's plastic. Held together with these crappy screws.
Holy shit.
So they're just like cool. So why would he put them out?
That's the same
thought he
build
put the
as my
Bowie
fucking
knives.
kitchen knife.
Is it?
Yeah, that's the exact same
It's
build as my kitchen knife.
It fits the machete really well. Like, it's not a bad hilt for it. But yeah, so that's the first thing I saw when we entered. So I was like, man, I gotta get that machete. So that's the only thing I bought. But we were like, we can't just walk around with a machete. Because we asked him, we were like, you have a sheath? And he was like, oh, what? So we were like, okay, we'll come back later at the end, I guess, to get it. Like, because I don't want to be walking around a public place. That place is huge, too. It's got, like, little kids running around just with a machete.
I'd be swinging it around. I'd be like, Mom, this is so fucking cool. I just start slashing.
There was kids like this low, and I was like, Mom, dude, if I buy that, I'm going to have to hold it out and, like, clothesline some kid and chop it. Like, I'm going to bump into someone and their arm's going to fall off. Which, now that I know, it's actually not that sharp. But that could have been, probably. There was like little cop patrols.
Fatal
like,
for some little kid.
Yeah.
Just running along and they get impaled.
there was patrols, like on golf carts that were driving by, which they drove into the machete. Like, I'm holding the blade out like this.
So they just get decapitated and some guy on a moped.
Yeah. No! And then I would be blamed. So we come back at the end, right? And we're like, okay, let's get it now. So we just walk straight out, and they just put it. This old lady came, like I guess it was his wife, took it and put it on the counter and just wrapped it in newspaper, and then put it in a black trash bag, and handed it to me. So then I'm like, this is kind of worse than it being out, because now I'm walking around with a distinctly machete-shaped black trash bag in my hand. just walking around. Like, it was so odd. That was cool. It's a pretty cool machete. I have so I only have 2 open spots in my room. Let me show you this. Alright, so we've got, yeah, it's not that filthy. So we've got above my computer there, and we've got above my bed that's open that would fit this, right? That'd be long, because it's very long, it's super long, it doesn't fit in the camera, right? So I could either hang it above my bed, or hang it above my computer.
I think the
bed was like, I think I kind of value. I was saying that's pretty cool, but I don't know if I could sleep like that, because when I look up, I'd see the machete. Like, I don't know if I could. I don't have the willpower for that.
It's just gonna fall down and chop your head off.
And you know how I'm hanging it? 2 nails. And a nail. I just nailed it flat. I got one here, and then I put the blade in it and turn it so it's like pressing against the end of the nail.
Yeah, I don't think it's a smart idea.
Well, how else am I gonna hang it, dumbass?
Well, like hanging it above your head while it's on. Okay, sorry, I'm being a pussy.
It's above my monitors, and here, look. I'll put it on the wall. So tell me how. Yeah, I'll show you all this. Look how. Oh shit. Okay, tell me how. Oh, wait. Okay, tell me how sturdy y'all think this is, right? All right. It's on 2 nails.
I think that's pretty sturdy.
Jacob?
I think
is it like flipping
sturdy
for you?
Is it working? Can y'all see it?
Yeah, I can see it. I think it's pretty sturdy.
I think it is too. Oh, I just stabbed my roof.
Pretty quick access too. Like if someone breaks in, you just grab it off the wall.
And that's what I was telling my parents. We don't own a gun or anything. So I was like,
What
Emma.
the fuck?
No,
Live in Texas
Emma,
and you don't own a gun?
You just doxed all of
your
us.
dad's a murderer.
My dad's a murderer? What did you say?
He
might
pretty
be,
guns.
actually.
So I was like, Emma, if someone ever breaks in, just go to my room and grab the machete. Which, if you think about it, that's like a much worse way of self-defense, and it's probably more like traumatizing.
To fucking ruin your life.
If you'd be like,
Go to have the hand-to-hand combat.
Just, oh my god!
Like Patrick Bateman, just slash into their head over and over again.
Yeah. So literally, I don't know how that going forward. I don't know if self-defense machetes are legal. So that's pretty cool. I have a machete now, and that's honestly
awesome,
sick.
dude.
I tried cutting limbs with it, and I almost cut my leg because I swung. My dad, even when I got out of the car, and I was like, "Dad, look!" He said, "Oh, be careful, man! I've seen people slice down and cut their leg when they're cutting downwards." I literally went in the yard and almost did that. They actually only did it because it's so dull. Like I cut a limb and it just went through and just hit the leg, but it's super dull sitting, dude.
Okay, today while I was chopping saplings in my backyard with my hatchet, I did the exact same shit. Swung through too hard and just absolutely just hit my foot. Like I have no idea how I did just destroy my foot today. I just like flashed straight into it.
You remember during the homecoming parade when I got my foot ran over by a shoulder?
Yeah.
I still don't know how they didn't break any toes.
Wait,
because
what
I
did you ran over?
I was like, what the hell? And I was, wait, they're fine.
Wait, what?
We kept trading. We kept trading stuff. Let me tell you that story.
Yeah, tell them.
So homecoming. Now I know you don't go to anything at school ever, Jacob. I don't know why, but there's a such thing as a homecoming. Okay, I don't know if you heard of this. Have you seen ever a teenage angst movie or high school? Have you seen High School Musical or anything ever?
No.
Have you ever seen a high school movie?
No.
No? Okay, well, there's this thing called a homecoming, right? And I think it's something to do. I don't remember what it's something to do with like football or something. Something along those lines, right? But there's a dance, and before the dance, there's a parade, right? Now the clubs come out, or clubs and teams have their like trucks that are pulled by trailers.
I actually didn't know that.
And I think it was, I don't remember what float it was. I think it was the FFA. No, it wasn't the FFA one because I was talking to them, and because I traded something with them. But it was one of the teams, and me and Aidan were standing. We were watching. I ran up and tried to get on. So I was gonna get on the tennis float, like just come up there and be like, "Josh, let me on," and he probably would have, but I couldn't find it. Like I got there just in time. I was running around like, "Where is it? Where is it?" Because there's like a million trailers out in the parking lot, and I never found him. But I found an FFA float, the Future Farmers of America, right? And I have a class with them, and I know all the teachers and stuff. They're really cool too. But I got up. I was like, "Please let me on," and they were like, "We would, but it's literally slap full." And I looked at it. There's literally it's someone stuffed like a bunch of people into like a shed that's like the size of it. I mean, it's literally the size of a trailer. They were overflowing. There were people like hanging over the side. It was horrible. It looked horrible. So I didn't get on. So I went and found Aidan on the parade, and I had the brilliant idea to trade stuff through the trailers, right? Like I think Tennis gave us a shirt first.
Yeah.
We didn't even trade the shirt though, right? Because I had my shirt.
We kept the shirt. Yeah, we kept the shirt.
What they gave us a tennis ball.
Yeah.
Right, wasn't that it? So they gave us tennis balls, and I was like, okay, we have to run up to the other trailers and trade upwards like that. I think they do that in like economics or something. We have to trade upwards until we can we'll find $100 bill or something eventually, right? So we would run like when they're coming through the street. They're just driving down the street with like cops like on the sides or whatever. They didn't know the cops in front, but they were like coming by. So I just run up to the trailer and be like, "Yo, hey, come on! That's what I do. If you just go, come on, give me something, hey, come on." And we traded like the tennis for like a water bottle, and then we got up to like something. And I was trying to trade with these people. I was like, "Give me something," and then I just felt this huge, massive weight over my right foot. And I looked down. And my foot got ran over not by the truck, but by the trailer wheels, like the wheel of the trailer. And I'm like, ow! And there's like a bunch of old ladies to the left and right, and like the people in the trailer, I'm pretty sure they saw it, and they were like, "Oh my god, are you okay?" I was like, "Oh, it's fine. I can wiggle on my toes." And it didn't even hurt. It was like like, y'all know when you sit on the toilet too long and your legs fall asleep?
What the fuck?
Y'all know what I'm talking about?
No.
Y'all all know what I'm talking about. Don't
No.
be what?
I don't.
Your legs are
I'm
not
sorry,
fall
I'm trying to
asleep.
think about when my legs fall asleep while I'm shitting. Does it take you like
Wait,
2 hours
what?
to poo?
Well, no, but just like if you're on your phone too long or something. How does that never
Okay.
happen?
I always want to
Okay,
get
any
off
viewer
as soon
watching
as
this right now
possible.
will know exactly what I'm talking about. Y'all are freaks.
Hey,
Y'all are
it's just gonna be us. It's just gonna be us.
Yeah, no one else is
Shitting
gonna
is a
watch this, but
traumatic
if they
experience
do,
for me, dude. I want to get out of there as soon as possible.
okay. Okay, well, have you ever had a limb fall asleep?
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
Okay, same fucking thing. God, try to bring in a
So
common
it's like pins and
example.
needles?
I find the two people
Pins and
ever
needles.
in
Pins
the
and
whole world
needles.
to have never fallen asleep on a. Okay. Yes, it's like pins and needles, and it just felt like that when we ran it over. It was just like a big pressure, and then it was like pins and needles. I was like, okay, it's fine. I thought that was funny because I thought my foot would have been crushed and I would have been maimed, but no, it's fine. I think it's because the tires. I think trailer tires don't have as much air in them or something. Or something along those lines. I think they do that because you carry so much on it. So I think it kind of just compressed. Like, like when you have a flat tire, how it kind of like, instead of staying perfect, it kind of flattens out at the bottom. I think it was something along those lines that maybe did that. So that was cool.
Well, thank
And
God
then
it
we
wasn't a
just kept going.
fucking car tire. That would have actually fucked
Yeah,
you
the car
up.
probably would have hurt. It was pretty funny though. And that now I'll not get too close to trailers.
Yeah.
Hey, remember when it happened? I looked at you and you were like, "Oh my god!" We laughed. Aiden probably doesn't remember that. He remembers nothing. Where were you? I want to hear.
I'm sorry, what?
What you were saying? You were saying
I
I was-
forgot. I forgot.
what were you saying?
I forgot.
I'm cutting that out. That's the
Yes,
worst.
fucking sucks. Yeah, he just ruined
I was saying, I remember that. Like, you're like, oh my god! You looked down and started shaking your foot. And I was like, holy shit, he just ran over his foot. I'm not surprised that it didn't hurt though, because like when it's on a trailer, all the weight's dispersed on like all 6 of the wheels.
There's only 2 wheels. There's
Are
a
you
2
sure?
wheel
I thought
trailer.
there were 6.
Well, if it was 6, I would have got ran over by 2 tires, dumbass. Because it was the back ones. I remember it because I was on the edge, like the back edge. So I'm pretty sure that one was 2. At least that one. I'm certain those were 2. That one specifically. It must have been a smaller
smarter
club. I have a fucking machete.
I have a fucking
machete.
actual gun, so I don't care.
No, you don't.
I love
Okay.
God. The funniest thing is the fucking sign inside your house that says, "What is it? If you break into our house, we don't call
Warning,
911.
we don't call 911.
We
That
shoot
stupid
first."
fucking gun.
Is your mom
Yeah,
right now?
inside
No,
your fucking
no. Of course, my
house.
brother. I sleep in my brother's old room. This used to be an office. Then my brother hit puberty. He was like, "I'm taking the fucking big room," and so then after my brother moved moved to college, I took my claim to this room. But all his like weird like decorative shit is still in here. There was like a fish, like the singing fish on the wall, but it was broken and wouldn't work. There's a wooden clock
man.
with no 9.
Wait, Aiden, you still have that?
What?
The fish?
No, it's gone. Way gone.
Oh my fucking god, dude! I would have bought that from you. That's awesome. I want that so bad. I want one of those.
$900 is what I would have sold it for. And I also have
I would have bought that with my machete and just chopped you in half and then taken it.
yeah. There's a picture of a target with bullets in it that says "nothing inside worth dying for" or some shit. And then another
I
picture
have
with,
a-
like a revolver. Oh, yeah, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. What? Okay, I was just gonna say I also have I went to the gun range when I went to Florida and I have the targets that I shot. And the first 4 shots they shot were bullseyes. So that just shows I'm Arma 3.
Okay, this guy is a fucking genius military technician.
I could here. Let me go get him. Maybe go with your story.
Story's over.
It's so stupid that nothing inside worth dying for. We don't call 911. We shoot first. It's inside
edgy.
your fucking house, dude. You don't even
It's
have it like, on the
edgy. My
front
brother
lawn
was
or
a
something.
really edgy teenager. There's like, dude, like behind my bed. I got
Your
a new
brother
bed.
seems like a Nazi.
It's
What
in
the
the
fuck?
garage. I don't want to inside.
Anyways, behind my bed, I got a new bed in case you didn't. No, you were sleeping on my bed. But behind my bed, there used to just be a hole in the
Sleeping on
wall,
your bed?
which he just stabbed, and then he carved a bunch of shit into the wall. Like you just start carving shit.
One of them
with
was a
a knife.
swastika.
Possibly. It looked like a fucking. Looked like a nightmare back there. Like some hand
It's
was
the
gonna
Hindu
come
one.
crawling out of the wall. It was disgusting. Yeah, my brother was a fucking little edgy retard. Can I say retard on your
Punching holes in
podcast?
the walls. Yeah. Oh no, I don't know. I'm not the host.
My
Hey, dude, this. I rubbed my machete blade down with WD-40 so it wouldn't rust, and now my hands are soaked completely in WD-40.
Oh, what the fuck?
It's so gross. It's such a gross feeling. Y'all know what that is, right?
yeah, I know what
Yeah.
WD-40 is.
Yeah. And it smells like WD-40.
You should whack
Sorry,
off.
I just had to mention that.
Oh my god.
I wonder how that would. I don't think it worked very well because it's like a water repellent. Isn't that the whole thing? It's like what's it called? It's water dispersant 40 because it's made by the government in 1940.
Yeah.
Is there like Is water displacement something? And they sold it or they put it on the commercial market in the 40s. That's true. That's what
That's
WD means.
history.
I thought it was a
Well,
grease.
me and my dad thought it was cool, so he used to tell me about it. No, it's I think it is a type of grease, but it in like 1940, some federal government
Water
like company. I think it was.
It's a water
Yeah.
displacement 40.
See, who invented it? It was like a federal. I think it was literally like the weapons manufacturers for the federal government.
And
Like,
I did
their
initially
research-
for the Rocket Chemical Company.
Yeah. It was like they worked for the government, and they
And
thought it was so cool
the
that they just
40
put it on the
isn't the
commercial.
year. The 40 is
Oh, it
for
isn't?
40th formula, so it says that it's the 40th attempt to create the product.
Oh, I always thought it was for the year.
No.
That makes sense. though.
It was made in 1953.
Oh, well, see, I was right about the water displacement
Mm-hmm.
thing. But yeah, that's why you put it on metal stuff because the rust is from moisture getting on steel
Yeah.
and all that. So if you put it on it, the moisture just it's like slides off. It's like when you y'all know have surfboards. If you wax them, the water goes off. They're the same
Yeah.
thing. Oh my TV's gonna go.
Today,
Hold on.
since I haven't driven my car in a while, at least a week or maybe a week and a half or something, the battery fucking died because I haven't been turning the engine on because I haven't been doing shit and because it's been super cold, and so me and my dad spent an hour and a half trying to charge it up with his car and trying to jump start it. And nothing worked, so the battery's just fucked. So we went.
You couldn't jumpstart it?
Nah, we couldn't do anything. We couldn't charge it. We started up his car with the battery, and then we put my battery to the car that was already running, and we were sitting it there to let it charge. And we did that for 10 minutes, and we put it in mine, and it just made the clicking sound, so it was fucked, right? And so.
Hey, wait, Jacob. My dad knows a shit ton about cars. He built his first one when he was 14 for
Yeah, my dad
7 years.
loves cars too. And he built his own as
If
well.
you, yeah. Before y'all go, let me see if my dad. I'll ask him. He might know something.
Oh no,
He'll
I
probably
already
come over and
fixed it.
look
I already
at it
fixed
if
it.
you
I
want.
already fixed my car.
Oh, you did? Okay.
Yeah.
If you ever need you too, and if you ever need help with cars, my dad's offered to help me and my friends because he
Yeah,
knows
my
a shit
dad
ton about.
loves fixing cars and stuff.
Cars are cool, man.
Yeah,
Yeah.
my dad.
It's
my dad
fun.
does
I learned a
Yeah,
bunch
your
of
dad
stuff
loves them
through
too.
doing
My dad, they were awesome.
it. My dad loved them. God.
Loved, yeah. Aw.
Aw.
If only you had two.
My dad, I love my dad. He was doing so much
My dad's-
crazy shit today. He's stopped taking a certain medication, so he's back to his normal self and stuff. And he was talking to me. He had something in the car. We were going to the auto
What?
parts place, and he and he was talking about people that are weak and stuff. Oh, I know what he was talking about. He was yeah, this whole thing, it's no big deal. There's no reason to get all up in whatever about it. Just be just make fun of it and stuff. And he was because if you don't, you'll be one of those depressed people oh my god, I can't take it, I can't do anything, I don't know if I'm gonna make it. And he was yeah, I hope you don't fucking do us all a favor. And he was he's I'm just joking when I say all this. I'm yeah, obviously. He was yeah. And then later, when we got back, we were driving back from the auto parts store, there was this fucking idiot reversing down the street to turn around on a two-way street.
That was me.
No, because there was two girls in the car, and he said, were watching them reverse because we were gonna pull
I have
out.
2 bitches. We're gonna...
We were gonna pull out, but they were like reversing into us. So he was like, "Oh yeah, let me just reverse down the street, yeah." What they doing? And the lady like looked down and like waved at us, and he like waved back, and he's like, "Oh, is that the Chinese or Mexican?"
Dude,
And he was just
my
going
dad. I asked
crazy. He's such
my
a
dad
racist
makes
piece of
jokes
shit.
about like that too. Oh, my dad makes jokes like that too, but not as much. Like he doesn't do accents of it. He just like
Oh
jokes
my
about
God.
it. But I asked him like, I was like, I wonder if other races do that for white people. He was like, oh, certainly, bro. You know, people are looking at like black people looking at us going, look at turkeys. It was hilarious.
Oh my God.
Goddamn giraffe turkeys. It was fucking honkies.
Oh my God, dude.
Dude, I love
My
jive
dad,
turkeys so
oh
much.
my
That's the
God.
funniest thing.
My dad, he doesn't do it anymore, but he
Okay, we're
used
alienating
to.
this right now.
He used to
We can't
call.
be.
He used to call Chinese restaurants and talk in a Chinese accent.
Okay, yeah, my dad would not. My dad never done something
And
like
my
that.
mom would be like,
This is not-
Joseph, like, what are you doing? And he'd be like, oh, can I have the fries?
What the fuck?
It's
Jacob, I was talking about that. I remember you told us that story. I was talking about it at
Yeah.
Fusion, which is a Japanese ramen place, and I mimicked you as like part of the story. And the waiter walked up right as I did that, and I'm
Oh,
100% sure she
yeah.
spat in my food.
Yeah, I would too. Fuck you.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah, dude, if I was working and someone's like, I don't even. What would you? How would you make like a white person accent? You'd be like, we are. If someone started calling me a job turkey, I'd spin their food too. I can't even think of like a white. Oh, hey father. You know, if they start doing that, I'd be like, is that? Are you sure that's right? Are you sure that's right? Dude, that's what I'd be doing.
Why do you
Alright.
think it's a white thing to have a father?
I don't know. No, like no. I meant like how they said it, like how they say it.
Yeah.
What's up, my mom? What's up,
What the
dude?
fuck?
Yeah.
This
Right.
salt choking me up, dog. Wait, not dog. No, I can't even say that. That's
Too much salt.
too
This
much.
white
I'd be
boy
like,
stop choking me up, bruh. That's what they'd say. Sorry. My Native American is coming out.
Jake, we just alienated our guest for like 10 minutes.
Yeah, true.
You guys can talk about your dads. I don't care.
Oh yeah.
No, it's fine. It's fine. You don't have to.
Does it
You don't have to
hurt?
suffer in silence.
Does it hurt?
I'll
Hey,
visit you
Jesus.
tomorrow, Aiden. I'll visit you tomorrow and hang out with you so you don't. So
I'm
maybe
busy
you can have
tomorrow,
a fun-
but thanks, buddy.
What about at 1 p.m.?
At 1 p.m., I'll definitely be busy.
What about?
What are you doing, Fletcher?
Alright, you know what? I
Can
don't
I
want to
come?
hang out with you on Sunday.
Okay. Tomorrow.
Hey, can I hang out with you? Can I hang out with you Sunday? So yeah. Say yeah, or I'm coming
talking
for
to
you,
Jacob?
baby. Who would I be talking to?
Jacob?
My best friend or the guy I hate?
Okay, I don't know which one's which.
True.
Dude, I'm like, I was thinking like I was like for some reason I just had such a short fuse on Friday, but like it got like
I know,
like,
dude. You were scared
lengthened.
me. You were like, "You gotta kill me."
No, I don't know
I
what
asked
was
you if you
happening.
wanted Snapchat, and you were like, "Oh, Snapchat. I don't want it. I really don't want it."
Yeah, I don't
I
know.
instantly.
I was
And I asked you to stay on the hall, and you were like, "Scary,
Yeah,
dude."
I was-
Swinging.
tweaking a little bit, and you know that fucking
I lived
that one girl that's at like, well, literally it's the only girl table, and she's like the loudest
Oh,
one
yeah.
that's like always talking about how like,
Catherine?
good she is at like grades and stuff. I don't know.
No, she doesn't. Catherine's cool.
I
She
don't think
speaks
it's
Hindi.
Catherine.
So or no, she speaks. What is it? What do they speak in the Middle East with an A? Right? Isn't it an A?
Arabic?
Arabic, yeah. She speaks like Arabic. So during Wajda, she was like, at the end, she was like, yeah, so they actually say some of that wrong. And she translated some of it for us, and she was
That's
cool.
cool.
Yeah,
I
so
just
now
don't-
back
I
to
just
how
don't
you
like
hate her
it
and
that
want to kill
much.
her.
No, I just don't. I just think she's annoying.
Yeah, that's true. I feel the same way about Kenna. Nathan believes it too.
I
It
don't
was
even
annoying.
know
She's
who
always
it is.
like, I'm going to Princeton. It's like this lady, and she's like, I'm going to Princeton, and she's always in Mr. Reed's class. talking about like she like debates Mr. Reed about like retarded shit. She was like, "Why do they even think that? I'm trying to Princeton." It's so annoying, dude. She like goes on like tangents, and Mr. Reed just goes with it. So I don't know why, but he just like will debate her for like 20 minutes, and I find some stuff in what area studies interesting. So I want to hear it. So then they go off on a tangent, and I'm like, yeah, man.
I'll be right back.
I love Mr. Mishnick. What a great teacher, dude.
Mr. Mishnick's awesome. He is.
Yeah. I loved Andrew.
These headphones hurt my ears. When I smile with these in,
I liked Andrew Tsai, who was my original AP physics teacher, but Mishnick's like even better. Or at least I connect more with him.
Yeah.
And like I'm
Were you in the class with Sean?
No, I was in the class with Viet Dang and Isaac. And
Viet Dang is ripped.
Viet Dang is ripped. I love Viet Dang. I got removed from both of the classes. Or I got transferred technically.
Really
I got transferred from both of my classes that I had with Viet, which sucks. But
wait, why? Oh, you transferred just because of the semester thing? Not like they kicked you out?
Yeah, I haven't failed anything. I have like all A's.
No, I mean like kicked you out for like I don't even know, assaulting someone. Is what I would guess.
For eating a lollipop out of the trash.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I never got kicked out for that. Mr. Carnegie loved me. He loved me.
I did not understand that.
It was the whole flipper thing. I think the flipper thing really got him.
What's the flipper thing?
How does I'm just a salamander not have the same effect as the flipper thing?
I don't know why I'm just a salamander. Doesn't
Real
have the same
talk,
effect.
that was the funniest fucking shit.
I'm just a salamander.
The fact that
no one
your
laughed at that.
ex-girlfriend's sister like came up to me like 2 years later and was like, "Hey, did you go around in middle school saying I'm just a salamander in PE?" The fact that shit happened just makes me so happy.
You're kind of famous in our class.
In class
a little
of
bit.
2023.
A lot of people know you. Yeah. At least in the ones that were at Aragon.
Me.
Yeah. When Chelsea started first dating you, like that first round, cut this out. I could hear Josh like in what area studies going like, he like when I was like, dang, Aidan Fletcher, oh my god, I was like, damn, he even knows who you are. Not to be rude, but
Josh
I don't know. I didn't know
in my D-Kush class.
That makes sense.
Yeah, no.
That's just cool.
So I went out for like the first 3 weeks of school. I was wearing a mask, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then one day I dropped it or some shit, and I was like, I'm not putting that shit back on. And it was like the first time I went to school went to class without my mask on. And I came in. I've been going to that class. I'm really quiet in D-Kush. I don't like try and talk or like join any of the because like people are constantly interrupting the lecture and making the shittiest fucking.
Oh
jokes.
my god.
Mrs. A is just a sucker for like the popular kids' retarded shit.
Oh
so,
dude,
don't get me wrong, I like Miss A, but goddamn.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. You fucking retarded.
I just wanted to interject before you move on with the story. In my D-Kush class, it's the same, and I hope they don't see this because they might see this podcast. Oh my fucking god, Kiara and like Max is cool, but Kiara and like what's her fucking name? Emily Baird?
Yeah.
Emma Baird? Yeah, and fucking like, oh my god, dude, it makes me want to kill myself. Like they're in the middle of a lecture and then Emma, like, she'll be like, this girl will be like, yeah, this guy did that. And then Emma will go, oh my god, for real? And then this Emma will go, oh yeah, he did. And then like over and over. Like, why would you
Dude, I didn't know Kiara was
he's in the far corner. Dude, like Emily Bear's in the far corner, and you just hear, "Oh my gosh!" And then, like, she'll just be like, "Cool." She'll just say "cool" out loud, and then this A will be like, "Yeah, I know, it is cool," and then keep going. I'm like, "Why would you stop for that?" And they do it like, dude, it must be like 100 times a lecture, like a full, like an hour. They do it in 100. It drives me insane every time. God. I'm like, "Oh my god, please." And Kiara and them will make jokes about like they're not as bad though. I mean, they're just making jokes. It's just they have different senses of humor than us. But that like interruption there, I don't know why it pisses me off so much. I'm like, dude, and they have trouble getting through lectures when they do it because they do it so much. Like barely make it through a lecture because they go off on tangents.
Bro, Mrs.
I can get into Kiara because they joke about it. They have just different senses of humor.
So this semester, me and Chelsea sit next to each other, and today, or not today, this week, I'm pretty sure she was just like, we were like just going on a lecture, right? And then she started talking about like fucking like Resident Evil, and me and Chelsea were both like, what the fuck is going on in this class? Like she'll just randomly start talking about video games, and like I'll have no idea what the fuck to say. I'll just be staring
you don't have
at her.
anything to say about Resident Evil?
No, she's dude, Miss A like pegs me for a gamer, bro. She like walked in, she was like, "Hey, do you play video games?" I'm like, occasionally with my friends, really. And she's like, "What games do you play?" And I just totally
He's an ex gamer, actually.
And I was like, I don't know, I don't really do that much. And then she was like, "There's this new Resident," and she'll pull me aside, like we'll be doing like a test or an assignment, and she'll come to me, pull me aside, and be like, "Hey, the new Resident Evil movie's coming out, and I don't know if I want to waste my money to go see it. You and Chelsea should go on a date and go watch it together." And I was like, absolutely not. That's weird. I'm like, that's a shitty ass movie, Miss A. It's gonna be garbage. And she was like,
why would
fair.
Be like,
and then
go on a date?
Miss A, she knows a little something. During D-Kush finals, it was 6th period, and me and Chelsea went to school, and we were gonna be like, let's just watch a movie during 6th period while everyone's doing their own stuff. We show up, no one shut up to the class, right? What? So it's just us in the corner and Miss A, and we're trying to watch.
Why did no one else show up? Just 2 people for your class?
Yeah, because we took the final the day before finals for some reason. I don't know why. And so we had no final, so no one showed up because they're like, why would I waste my time? It's 6th period, I can just go home. And so me and her are just in the corner, and we're trying to watch this like really shitty 80s movie, and it's called Blue Lagoon, and it's basically a raunchy porno. All right, it's about 2 cousins crash landing on an island, shipwrecked on an island, and they grow up together, and then they hit puberty, and they act like 5-year-olds, like mentally, but they have like chiseled bodies and hot. What the fuck? They're very hot, and then they just start fucking, and they're cousins, and then he impregnates her. And she gets pregnant, and then there's one scene in the movie where she like learns, she like instinctively lets the baby breastfeed, and he's like staring at her, and she's like staring at him, and then he goes and starts sucking on her nipples, and like the camera pans to her, and she just stares off into the distance. And Miss A knows about this movie. Like I had never heard of this movie.
She was watching it. And she put it on for the class?
No, me and Chelsea were watching it on her computer. Which is, in its own way, really fucking weird, because I did not know what I was coming into. Yeah. And then Miss A's like, what y'all watching? And I went, it's a movie called Blue Lagoon on Netflix. And Chelsea was trying to stop me, because she knew what the movie was about. And she was like, ew, what the fuck? And then Miss A, she tells us, she's like, so she's like, you guys are the only people here, and I would get a lot more work done if I didn't have to supervise you. So if you guys like just happen to like try and go to another class and then just happen to go home and not bother me, I wouldn't know. So she just told us to leave the classroom and go watch our porno somewhere else.
Oh, I thought you meant Miss A put it on for the class to watch. Like if people showed up, that's what they were. I was like, what? There's no way.
No, but she knew about the movie. She's watched it before. So after
you shouldn't like, ew, how do you know?
I was like, no, that movie's garbage. She's like, you literally watched like an incest porno with Chelsea. And I was just like, but it was free. She was like, what'd you think of it? I was like, it was a work of art. And this was during the Unit 6 exam, by the way. We were talking about this during the exam.
Yeah, she came up to us during the exam too and was like, I forget what she said. She just started talking to me, and she talks to me and fucking, I don't remember his name. Fucking John? The other 2 people said that. No, it was fucking, well, Sean too, but dude, I am zooted. Yeah, Junior, fucking Jonathan. Yeah, there you go. She always talks to us. I don't know why I do that. I can't think straight. Check my eyes. My eyes.
Yeah, Josh saw. By the way, this is like the worst segment of the podcast because this is shit people who don't go to our school can relate to, like at all. So, yeah, but like first week or like first day of not wearing a mask, he went, "Hey yo, new kid, what's up?" And he fist bumped me, and I was like, "I've been in your class for 3 weeks."
That's funny.
Why is done as a joke though?
I think he was dead serious.
Yeah, probably not.
But oh god, my dad has been going crazy like the past couple of weeks.
Yeah, dude, you gotta talk about the dad with this guy. He doesn't have one. He can't relate.
It's okay. My dad, nah, he relates to my father though. He knows about my dad because the trip to Wisconsin, I think he really learned a lot.
The single 2-car rides from the airport and back.
Yeah.
A week apart.
Yeah, it was good though, wasn't it? Him talking. It was the funniest thing. I couldn't stop cracking up in my car. I was laughing so hard. He would almost run into the people. Oh my god! Well, you even saw his like little like racist antics. Like we were in the airport. And he was like, "Oh, so all the Mexicans are coming in."
He like watching people like grab their suitcases and running and went, break. The Mexicans are in a hurry. And Miss Soul is just like, Joe, what the fuck?
Oh my god.
What?
Oh Jesus.
This came from Brazil. They probably used to chop someone's head off. Yeah, it's probably you probably use this to chop someone's head off. Oh, it's upside down. Oh wait, no, it's inverted. Oopsies.
But he came in my room.
Yeah, they probably killed someone.
He came in my room yesterday, and he sat down on my bed, and I thought it was going to be a serious conversation about something. And he asked me if I knew what skinwalkers were. And me and Aidan, we fucking know about skinwalkers, dude.
We know about skinwalkers.
A lot comes from your Native American ancestry, and a lot just comes from pure research and knowledge into the subject. And he came in and he sat down, and he told me how he was talking with a bunch of like Native Americans and like tribes and stuff, and he told me he knew 2 Native American police officers, and he told me that they told him that they believed to have arrested a skinwalker. And they arrested him, and when they drove up to the station, they looked in the back seat, and the skinwalker was just gone. And he was telling me this.
Wait. Why did they think it was a skinwalker and he didn't just get out of the car? Why did they think it was a skinwalker? Where does the skinwalker come from? What if the guy just like they let the door unlocked and he walked out? How is it a skinwalker? Yeah, why instantly a skinwalker?
So
I don't know.
I don't know why
they assume that 2 Native American officers are incompetent. Okay, other than the fact that the plausible idea that they're skinwalkers.
No.
Yeah, why wasn't it just like, oh my god, he escaped, and not like the criminal escaped. He's a skinwalker.
No, that's not why. That's not why. They had previously known that he was a skinwalker. And this is what I'm telling you.
Why would you put him in jail? Why would you shoot him? Why would you put him in jail?
No, you know bullets just bounce off skinwalkers. That's true. I literally did research before recording this video, and I learned I was going to see what's the difference between a Wendigo and a skinwalker. Both Wendigos and skinwalkers come from humans. A lot of people think that only Wendigos come from humans, but actually both Wendigos and skinwalkers come from humans. Now, skinwalkers are believed to become skinwalkers if you do a very evil deed, like if you kill a close family member. They say that people will turn into skinwalkers via that. And the way that you turn into a Wendigo is in extreme conditions where people have to cannibalize other people. And they say that the spirit of the Wendigo goes and infects your body. So the spirit of the Wendigo is always there, but once you consume another human, the spirit of the Wendigo takes your body over and turns you into one of it.
It's like Until Dawn.
Yeah,
it's actually just like Until Dawn.
It gives you an
they must have stolen it from
hunger for human flesh.
Holy shit, they stole it from Until Dawn?
Yeah, they need to pay royalties.
Yeah. And he told me that actually skinwalkers are actually a curse to the white man that the Native Americans use as their last-ditch effort to stop us. Yes,
that's actually racist.
Is. Yes, I know. I'm aware. He told me that.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know it was official.
he told me that he wanted to get a shirt that said he was a white supremacist. He told me that actually everyone should be their own racial supremacist, he said.
Hey, that's kind of fair there, right? Isn't that still fairer than that they're the best?
That is a bit fair than just being a white supremacist because you think all whites are superior. It's being a white supremacist because you're white.
It's more charitable, but it's not.
I guess that means he's more sympathetic. I didn't
say that. I said it was more. It was better.
Black,
not good. I said it was better.
Yeah, well,
like I could say Stalin was better than Hitler, but he's not good.
Yeah, that's fair enough.
Actually, Stalin killed more.
So did he actually get the white supremacist t-shirt?
Yeah. No, he said he wants to get one really bad. I was like, you shouldn't get one. But
yeah, please don't. He just drops you off at school and gets out of his car. Einstein.
Yeah, isn't your girlfriend Chinese?
Yeah.
That'll go over well.
Yeah,
I always forget your girlfriend.
When he was doing the like, oh, is that the Chinese?
Girl.
I instantly thought my girlfriend was like, that's fucked up. I was like, God, if she was here, if she knew, she's gonna watch this.
Dude, she's from Las Vegas.
True.
She's not Chinese.
She's
Vegas.
She's gonna put a bomb in the mail and send it to me. We could blow
Dude,
up my
your girlfriend's a stripper. Your girlfriend's a stripper in Las Vegas.
That's
so
the
only reason girls are there. I'm sorry, that's the only reason girls live there. That's the only jobs they have.
Does she actually live in Las Vegas, or does she live?
She lives right outside of Las Vegas.
Oh, okay. Just barely. She made it out.
She's only
allowed to work as
gambler, though. Let me tell you, she can keep her
money.
Oh, yeah.
Actually, you can gamble. How old is she? What the fuck? You have to be so
I'm kidding.
I'm kidding.
No, my dad. He told me that he was watching this video of this guy on his horse. And the horse was like walking down this like little path at this guy's ranch. He was like some old-fashioned cowboy or something. And he said that the horse, it turned and looked to the left into the forest and stopped. And then on the video you could hear like this woman voice go like, hey. And then the horse turns around and bolts back to the ranch. And he was like talking to me about this. Like, yeah, he was making like the soy face like Justin. And he was like, this is the most badass horse I've ever seen, dude. This horse is like so... He's like, dude, that horse is badass. He was like, that horse knew what the fuck was up. He said, that horse knew what the fuck was up. That horse could sense it. That horse looked, and it made that mimicking sound, and that horse bolted, dude. That was a badass horse. And he walked out of my room, and I like turned back to my video that I was watching, and then he walks back in and said, dude, that was a badass horse, dude. He was
fuck
like,
yeah.
And he was like, and then
that's cool.
Then he was like, and his wife is Native American, so they went to the tribe, and they talked to the chief, and the chief took him to a shaman, and the shaman said. And he did like this little voice. He said, I know whose man it was who was following you in that woods. And he was like, and so they had to put like ashes on their feet and the horse's hooves to make sure that the skinwalker wouldn't keep following them. And then he walked back out. And he walked back in. And he went, dude, like, imagine if you were on that horse and you just hear this thing. He was like, I'd have to carry 2 shotguns on my back. He was like, and then he turned and he looked at me and said, that was one badass horse. And then he walked back out.
Oh, man.
And today he showed me the video. And it was pretty crazy. And
Can I see it?
Yeah, I'll put it up on the thing. Yeah, I'll show you guys. And he was talking to me. He was like, because he 100% believes it. And he was like, in this Western world, we believe a lot of crazy shit. Like, we believe some dude was crucified and fucking went up into the sky and shit. Dude, I fucking believe in these skinwalkers, man. These things are real.
Oh god.
And he's like, you can't fake a horse.
That's a good way to think about it.
You can't fake a horse's movements like that. And he's like, that's a badass horse. He said it again.
What if the horse just got spooked by what if there was like a mountain lion?
So it turns and looks, and then it hears a hey, and it turns around and bolts back. So
Okay, but what if the hay was added into it, and that was just footage from a trail cam, of walking, stopping, and looking at something, and then running away?
I don't.
And the hay was added.
No. Here, it's.
No, that's not possible. It's. What am I even saying? What am I saying?
Are you
My dad believes in. My dad's a major believer in extraterrestrial life, and actually, there probably is stuff out there. So I'm not. That's not as kind of crazy as skinwalkers, I would think.
Mr. B turned me into a non-believer about.
Oh, I literally found the article that he showed me. All right, hold on. Let me share my screen.
This horse.
This was the article that he showed me. So he was showing me this thing, and
What's
here's
the
the video. And here's the video.
Hold on, I need.
What?
Okay.
Okay.
Just coming in from planting those trail cameras.
Wait, he's riding the horse?
It's odd.
Oh, this must be the second encounter. So this horse is
why is he riding the horse?
What? It's because that's how he rides. And look, it's looking over to the left, and then. And look, the horse is like, fuck that shit. And this horse is booking it. And this horse is booking it. And my dad was like, that is a badass horse right there.
That's
a badass horse. I would hire.
And look,
I would hire that horse.
I was reading up on. Actually, the only way to kill a skinwalker is if you find out what the original name of the person who transformed into one. If you speak it to its face, it will die over the course of 3 days.
Wait, what? So if you have to get up to its face and say that, it doesn't even die instantly?
Yeah,
that's like a sacrifice, bro. That sucks.
It's crazy.
Elizabeth Warren. Oh my god, I'm gonna die in 10 days.
I'm gonna say a politician's name.
That's just the first one I can think of. It's just the first one I can think of.
But yeah, he's deep in that rabbit hole. He's been watching TV shows about skinwalkers and wendigos and shit.
My TV just
got scared.
It just said alert. No, I'm gonna turn it. It says alert. Please check that the DualShock 4 wireless controller is connected and is still assigned to the user who started Red Dead Redemption 2. Is this TV a skinwalker, or should I be kind of badass right now?
I hope you were quoting that, Jacob. When the light turned off, he's just face. It looks so scared.
I was trying to get this. I went down for the button.
Oh god.
Okay, wait. But speaking of shamans, right? Today we went to the Trader Village, same Trader Village where the old man went. Right? I wonder if that probably was Chong from Cheech and Chong. Not even reference to that. I don't even know my friends are not cool. Well, any guys that know their Chong after they know Chong, he looks a lot like Chong, but he wore a hat. So, and he was white. So maybe he's not the same person. But we went to a shaman shop, right? What's it called? I forget the place where they sell sage. Spiritual thing like that. My mom's like, if she hears, she's gonna be like, "It's fucking real and fucking kill me." So she went to like a spiritual shop where they sell like tarot cards and like little necklaces and shit. And like there was actually. I'm not a spiritual man or nothing, but there was this badass fucking glass elephant. It was pretty cool. It might have aligned my chakras, but I would just buy it because it looked cool. But it was $160.
Hey, I got rose quartz crystals, dude. My girlfriend.
That's what my sister had. The rose quartz cross. Dude. They were talking. The guy. Well, let me get to the story. I'll tell you about that. Right. I know everything about rose quartz now. So we went in there we just got there. We must have went in there at like 1:10. All right. We did not leave that shit till 2. I was in that little fucking storage unit for so long, but we walked in, right, and you walk in and the whole, like, they layered like green cloth over the walls, and there's a bunch of stuff, and there's like these little pyramids and like necklaces and fucking these little like sticks of like crystal and shit, and then there's like this counter, and there's this guy, okay, this is important to the story, kinda. They are all African American, the workers. It's just important to the story. Right, so when I walk in, the first thing they say to me is there's this guy, and he just goes, "What's up, boss?" And that was a little set me off a little because I was like, what are
I
they
love
calling
when
me?
people
Like,
say that.
I've
I'd
never
say
been called
that.
boss. It was weird, yeah. So that guy was cool, but and then his name, I don't that guy, I don't remember his name, but he was like, I think he was new to working because he didn't know a lot about it. And then there was this old lady. There was this lady behind the counter who was like, she does stuff with like the cards where like when you actually buy something, she goes and gets the real one, like the ones that are not on display. So we get there and there's like, my mom's like talking with. She bought sage first, like you know what sage is, that thing they burn. It was like,
Hey, yo, Sage wards off Wendigos and Skinwalkers. Just so y'all know.
yeah, good thing we want that from when it goes to my house. Good. Okay.
Fuck
Now, I have rub sage. I eat that shit on steak. No, I don't. That shit tastes disgusting. I don't know why they make that a spice. Okay, so we get in there and they're talking about that. And then this lady is like, "Can I buy this tarot card or whatever?" And the guy who's working is like, to the lady behind the counter who's like supposed to get the stuff. He's like, "Okay, give me that card. Give me that card." And they spent like it was hilarious, dude. They spent like 2 minutes. He's like, "No, not that card. No, the square one, the cube. That not that." Dude, 2 minutes straight. I'm serious. I counted. I like kept looking at my watch. Dude, it took her 2 minutes to find it. It was hilarious. It was the funniest shit. She was like, this one, and the whole time the lady's trying to buy is just standing there like blank face, just waiting. Like the cube square. So I watched that whole thing, and that's pretty funny. And then my mom's getting like, and then my mom's talking with the worker, right? And she's like, yeah, I'm looking to get fucking so and so for something protection and all that, and they have this big ass fucking like start with like all the minerals or all the crystals, all the crystals. She was like, they're not minerals or crystals. I kept calling them rocks. I'd be like, you want this rock? She was like, they're crystals, right? And she would and she was like, okay, so what does this do and this do? And this lady's like, oh well, I'm actually new to all this kind of too, so I'm gonna call in. She called him. I think she called him the executive or something. I'm gonna call him the executive. And she goes, come here, Joe White, right? And he walks out, and it's just really like exceptionally. He was. It wasn't that he was fat. He was just round, right? Like he didn't look too fat. It was like he was full of something. He looked like a balloon. Like he didn't have folds. He was just circular, right? And he walked out. He's African American, and he's got this like beard, right? And he's got hair, and he's got this fucking band on his head, and it's got this little, it's got like a crystal on it, and later he'll tell me it's his third eye. But he walked out and he goes, oh yes, miss, I am the White. The White. D-A White. I'm the White. This is, and then I think that's where he talked about rose quartz. He was like, oh yes, rose quartz, the chakras for your heart. Right? She was like, oh yes, the chakra for your heart. I kind of knew that part. He was like, yes, and it offers protection from, and dude, I almost said something. He's like, it offers protection from, and he listed off like every fucking known thing that could harm you ever. He was like, emotional damage, physical damage, fucking stroke. Dude, I was like, oh my god, would it protect you from a fucking car accident? Like, he listed he was like, dude, it like took him 30 seconds to list it too. He was like, emotional damage, heart attacks, strokes, vampires, like, sun rays, like UV light. I'm like, oh my god.
And you did buy that motherfucker?
No, I did not. I told my sister. She was like, look at that, the fucking little one, the cross, the rose quartz cross. She looked at it and she was like, oh, I want to get this one. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. And she was like, you know what? Actually, it's $14 or something. And she was like, I only have 20, so I'll just get it later. I was like, you know, if you don't buy that, what if today a vampire comes out and kills you, and because you didn't, or like she was like, it protects you from anything. And I was like, what if anything comes out and kills you today? So you didn't buy that. And she thought it was funny. She thinks I'm the funniest thing in the world ever, right? And fucking Dwight comes out, right? And he's like, yeah, buy this, and they keep talking for another 30 fucking minutes. It's like 2 already. We've been like half the time we spent there was in that fucking shop, and the whole time it's looping the same spiritual song. It's like I don't know what it is. I think it's something like Indian, but they've got the little things that go ding, and it just rings, and then looping the same thing. You can hear it loop, like it had like a little cut where it loop, but they keep talking about that. And then she's like, okay, the White is like, okay, stand on this copper plate. I'm gonna do your reading. And then he holds his hand out, and my mom holds her hands out, and he has this little black crystal on a necklace. with a little tiny silver like pyramid on the bottom that points towards the palm. It was like something you're about to you will make it through this. And, blah, 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 blah. And then he's like, okay, now I'm gonna cleanse you. And my mom's standing on the copper plate, and then he gets these little. He has her hold two. He told me about it too. He did the same thing. He had there were crystalline rods, right? It's like a whole like big ass rod of quartz. And he's like, these grow on volcanoes, right? And she holds them both. And she stands there, and then he hits these two little. They look like y'all know what fracking is? It's like the old fracking things that the oil people used to use, where it's like a fork with only two things.
I
Like
know
a
exactly
little,
what you're talking about, especially for this stuff.
he gets and he gets two of them, and he hits them and goes, "Dwing!"
Yes, I've seen that
like,
stuff.
whoa! And she was like, "Oh my god, I can feel it." I was like, "I can feel the same thing. It's because it's going whoa, whoa, whoa."
No, it's real.
Yeah, it's real. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That shit's a scam, man. I feel sad watching her like buy that shit because like I think they believe it too. Like I'm pretty convinced. The white. He seems like a nice guy. I don't think he's scamming on purpose. I think he really does believe that does that. So I don't think he's a bad guy, but I think it still is a scam, which sucks. But he's like doing it, and then she does that, and that was funny. But then he's like, okay, now I'm gonna do the reading of your children. So he does the same thing to my sister, and he holds the little thing over. Yeah, I know. I was like, don't be that. I was like watching like all of his my sister, bro, because I thought he was gonna be like, he's gonna grab and go, oh, okay.
He just starts fucking molesting her on the spot.
He just eats her, dude.
I'm gonna cleanse you.
Yeah, he's. So he gets his little black shard thing. When he was like, I forget what he said to her. He was like, it was.
Your daughter will grow up very healthy.
But he was like, he was like, you have a good heart and a big brain, and I went, yeah, and a big head too. And he did not think that was funny. But little thing. And then he was like, okay. Oh, and he was like, what's your star sign? And she went, Scorpio. And he was like, oh, Scorpio. Blah, blah. And he was like, okay, now your turn. He was like, oh, my turn. And he was like, okay, I'll hold my hand out. And he goes, hey, little thingy. He's like, you have a good heart, or yeah, you have a big good heart too. And I forget what he said. He said something else too, and it was really funny. And then like the whole time he's like staring me deeply in the eyes, right? And then he would like start talking to me a bunch. That's when the main part about that I remember, because he started talking to me, right? And he was like, well, you need to buy this. And he started showing me necklaces, and he ended up giving us two for free, right? Because my sister put that rose quartz back, and he gave it to my sister for free, and then he gave me this one. I'll give it in a second. But he's like, oh, do this, and then he gave me like, he's like, okay, now I'm gonna cleanse you because I feel like your chakras are misaligned. That's his exact words. Your chakras are misaligned. Right? So I hold the things my mom held. No, I hold one. He was like, feel this, and dude, that's kind of how I know he's bullshitting, because he didn't know. He was like, this is quartz crystalline, and it grows on volcanoes. He was like, yes, it grows on volcanoes. It grows on, like I'm supposed to be like, what?
Volcanoes?
He kept saying it. He's like, it grows on volcanoes. Right, and I held it a little while. He's like, hold this for a couple minutes. I was like, hold this.
A couple minutes.
Yeah, he said
a couple minutes.
It's like 30 minutes. I was like, I looked at my sister when he like left. I was like, how long are we gonna be here? We went up for a couple minutes, and you're supposed to feel the energy pulse. And he comes back and he's like, can you feel it'll be like a pulsing in your hand. And I just said, yeah. I was like, yeah, I will. I don't want to say no. He's gonna be like, hold it for another 10 minutes or something. Like,
could you feel
I hold the stick.
Could you feel it?
No, I tried too. I was like, I gotta like think, because what if I'm missing out on the world's biggest spiritual enhancement ever? I can drink a crystal potion that makes me bigger, right? So I was like, I gotta feel this. It's just a fucking rock, dude. It's just a stick of a big rod of fucking quartz. It's just quartz. I mean, I tried, man.
Dude, what the fuck?
I put it up to my head. I was like, hold up to my head and stuff. It didn't do shit. So then he puts that back, and then he was like, hey, well, we'll give you this necklace. And look. Can y'all still hear me? Because my headphones beeped. I can't hear y'all if y'all are saying something. What the fuck did I do to my headphones?
We weren't talking.
Yeah, why weren't we talking?
I was doing it to fuck with him. He still might be able to hear us.
I think he genuinely can't hear us.
He just left.
Is that... Okay.
Oh, hello?
Hello?
Okay.
Hey.
We're back. Okay, so so he gave me this little necklace, right? And this is Tiger's eye. Okay, y'all see this?
Hold on.
That's pretty cool.
Whoa.
Mm-hmm. Unbiteable. He showed me that. No, he didn't. That's all. But yeah, he gave me this.
What does it do?
He gave my sister that rose quartz thing. I don't know. He said, "Oh, this is for protection." That was it. He said, "This is for protection." I should have asked like for what.
Bro, so
I
it's
don't
gonna
know.
try and stab you.
You
They're
should
gonna
wrap
get
it
stuck
on
on
your-
that.
Wrap it around your
Yeah,
cock
like, what
a
is it gonna
little
protect?
ring.
What's wrong with you, Jacob?
It's for protection.
Oh, HIV, STDs and shit.
Mm-hmm.
I can feel my balls pulsing.
Whoa.
That's pretty incredible.
All right.
So this was the same. Hold on. I'm almost done. I'm sorry.
No, you're
And
good.
this was the same thing he had on his third eye, right? And he had that band on it,
yeah,
and
the
this
tiger
thing was
one on
like
his
here.
eye?
He went, yeah, it was like a little. It was like not this. It was like circular and more thick, and it was like on this band. It was on his
So it
forehead.
must
He was
be
like,
pretty good if he's
it's
using
also.
it.
Yeah. I know. I was like, oh my god, he's giving me his crystal, and he was like, this is for protection, and also, and he held it up to his one, so he probably aligned my chakras. He probably this is special shit on it, dude.
I've
This is
noticed
special-
you've been like a lot
Oh,
more like
white.
upbeat and happy today. I think your chakras have been aligned.
Was I sad yesterday? I don't
Yeah,
feel sad
yesterday you were crying the entire time you were eating Whataburger.
That's not true. That's not true. Well, that's because you wouldn't talk to me. You were like, I don't talk when I eat, but you were on your phone.
I was not on my phone.
Yeah, just for a little bit. You're right, but I mean, you still didn't talk. I was sitting there was a bunch of seniors and stuff there, and they were all talking, and then I had to look over and see my one friend who wasn't even talking to me.
I'm sorry, but when I'm eating, I'm just like lost in my. I'm just like, this is so fucking good. I love food, and I just eat.
Okay, wait, back to the topic at hand, right? He had it on his forehead, and he held it up and went, and this is also for your third eye. And then he latched it around my neck, and I had to wear it for the rest of the day. And it's kind of cool, but I don't like how it looks. Okay, hold on, I'll put it on. I don't think it looks that cool. I can't put it on. I actually can't. This is the hardest. Hold on, have y'all seen these? Look, this fucking latch, right?
Oh, what? Those are easy to put
You gotta, dude. What? I fucking do it and it flips. Look, oh, look, it just turns. It turns between my fingers. I can't get it.
You have to get the right
Maybe I just have
program
fucking
on it.
fat retard fingers. Oh. I did it. Hey, let's go. Dude, I spent like a minute straight in the bathroom trying to get it unlatched. Because I felt like I couldn't get the thing to stay. It took me so long. Okay. I hope that's
Yeah,
story that
that's
was-
a- that was
I didn't hear
a
any
great
laughs during it.
story. Yeah, that's
Aw.
a great story. But
Cute
Aidan-
story.
Hey, what
Aiden,
what about you? Yeah.
what about me? Do I believe in that kind of stuff?
Yeah, oh yeah, sure. Yeah. That's what I was gonna ask you.
Not really, but I think it's kind of cute.
It's kind of cute. Yeah, that's true.
I think
You
the crystals sound like it looks cool. Like I'd wear them for like maybe decorative places, but like I don't think it has any real use or purpose. Sorry.
You better wait. I wonder what happens if I light this on fire.
What if it just blows up instantly?
Yeah, what if we start...
What if this makes when heated? This makes ammonium gas. And
It just fucking
What if
kills you.
when heated... What if you
Oh,
start
it's burnt.
feeling
It's
like a
burnt
little...
now.
If you feel like
What?
a
You
spot...
burnt it!
A spot on your
Oh,
forehead
man.
starts getting warm when you put fire to it.
It was like it starts burning my third eye. He showed me how to open. No, he didn't. But I'm gonna make this up right now. I'm gonna open my third eye right now. Okay. Tell me if you'll see one open up.
Alright.
Yeah, mom.
Why is he putting it to his dick?
Oh my god.
I can see.
What is that? Wait, what is
What is that? What is that?
Oh my god, it's transforming.
He's gonna cut back on the camera. I see it!
My chakras.
Crystal raindrops fall.
His chakras are just overpowered. They're surging right now. Oh my
Are
God.
aligned. What if that was just acid? What if that's what they put on the crystals? They're like, once you buy this, make it. And then people are like, oh my god, it's crazy, I can see the world.
It's gonna wear off at some point. You have to keep going back there to
Dude,
charge your
yeah.
crystal.
And he said, you have to buy more, Yeah, they take it back and they just layer another like little thing of acid over it.
You're like,
And
you
they're
have
like,
to
he was
come
like, "You can't touch them."
every week to charge your crystal back up.
And you might get
that's-
addicted to charging your crystal up. You might even become dependent on it.
Yeah, and they're like, oh, you have so much negative energy in your life. You definitely need this. You're using it up so
Dude,
fast.
He's like, you're not supposed to let other people touch it because it will misalign. It'll misalign the chakra. Like you're not supposed to let other people touch it.
You're just gonna fuck up your life if someone touched that rock. Wait, didn't he
Yeah, that's
touch
what I was
it?
thinking. I was thinking like, what will happen? I told him, yeah, that's what, dude, and that's what I was thinking. I was like, you fucking touched my crystal. He put it on my neck. Like
What you've just done to your crystal, bro. You put it on. You fucking burned your crystal. Your chakra.
Dude, it was already broken. He touched my crystal. He ruined the chakra. Oh wait, no. Actually, no, he didn't because he cleansed it. That's what he did. He was like, you can't let anyone touch it after I cleansed it, and he put it on my neck, and then he got that little crystal rod, the one I held him with. He just waves in front of me like a metal detector. So yeah, he did. He's not wrong there. That's why I think
fucked up now, though. You fucking burned it.
Fine, dude. Chakra don't matter. I really do think they believe that in that though. I don't think they're like trying to scam people. I think they like for real believe like they. I think they've just been tricked into scamming people. That's what I think, which kind of sucks.
Pyramids.
I mean, if placebo effects and stuff can be real. So if it helps someone, I mean, I guess as long as they don't spend fucking $10,000 on it.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
true.
I mean, they probably will though. I mean, I think most people, if they get too far into it, they probably spend a lot of money. Not like a million, like not half their paycheck, but more than they should have spent on that.
When you said you're gonna give me dating advice this podcast, I thought you were gonna give me like
Yeah,
dating
that's-
advice.
Be
this is
sure
how
to
you
respond.
be sure to respond. Sorry. You gotta, others are just boring. You want the before you want me to talk about. Be sure to tell her that she's pretty. Stupid ass bitch. No, actually, make fun of her a lot. Do that.
Yeah.
Do that. Constantly degrade her and tell her that you would rather be with other women.
I already do that, so that's that's a no-brainer. I
And
tell her I
also-
had sex dreams of her friends.
What the fuck?
You serious?
That's a little bit
For
fucked up.
real?
God, I was imagine
joking.
Kiara
That
bouncing
is
on these
that-
balls. You think
is
Kiara
that-
could suck farther than you?
This is the fucking weirdest. I'm gonna tell my grandchildren.
Yeah, Justin.
I'm gonna tell my grandchildren.
Hey, do you have any parting words? I loved your performance on this podcast, Aiden.
Really? I thought I was
you were-
fucking throwing.
You were a great guest. No, I don't think you understand. The chemistry that we all share is something that goes back years.
This goes back to 7th grade engineering.
And Justin,
Work all day, work all night.
you're a great co-host coming out here even with the
Eye candy.
broken PC. You still came out for this podcast.
No lie.
Thank you, John.
You said I'm just on here for eye candy and I shouldn't speak. That's what
True.
you said in DMs.
All right.
So
Any parting words to the audience, Aidan Fletcher? Might be your girlfriend. Who knows?
Hey guys, I'm sorry my voice is so high pitched. I really hate it as well. I'm hoping Jacob will edit
Hey, guys.
editing can like pitch it down a little bit. I'm sorry.
hey,
if
dude,
it's
that
really
party is
annoying.
about to end. Why would you say hey?
Hey guys. Bye everyone. Thank you.
Bye, guys.
I'm sorry we talked about just random shit that like
That's what
like
podcast is.
personal stories about
a
us.
goodbye is not a fucking apology. Have a goddamn
That's
smile.
That's what podcasts are. Personal stories. What the fuck you want us to talk about the
Okay,
news?
well, I just feel like the audience
Oh,
really
Aidan.
care about Josh Sauceda recognizing me or not. So,
Fuck the audience.
yeah.
Who do we care?
See you, bully gamers later. That's what Jacob. I mean, that's what
Actually,
Gamer Time
they're
fans
called
are.
goopers. They're called goopers.
Goopers. See you goopers later.